So I don't know what it was today, but today I wanted to have my own desk. I was planning on using Brian's room as my room, but my brother Bradley, he had bad dreams about being in the basement of our old house. But guess what? You've never seen the old house on my channel. I can't even show you pictures of it because private. And I'm not showing it for security purposes. But today, I have made this desk right here. And I'm going to be using it for some videos. And I want to give you a little bit of a tour of my entire gaming console collection. Oh, and also rest in peace, the original Xbox controller, the Duke. It exploded, and unfortunately, I cannot show you anything of it. But at least I'll show you a video of it. But first, let's start. Now, a lot of this stuff is buried, so I might not be able to show you it. But this is how I got to so far, so yeah, after digging for a lot of gaming consoles, this is my progress. So, what am I doing here? I'm showing you all the gaming consoles I own. So let's start out with the oldest gaming console in our collection, the NES, aka the Nintendo Entertainment System. This thing was released back in the 80s. My mom was born in the 80s, so that's probably why she owned it as a kid. The thing is missing. The most notable feature that is missing is the door. We don't have the door. I might actually have to buy a replacement part for it, but it's always baffled me since we've owned it. Moving on to a newer gaming system released by Nintendo is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, aka the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This one was obviously released by Nintendo. It has the Nintendo branding right here. The NES was basically meant to look like those old VCRs. So that's what Nintendo was going for with this. But for this one, they gave it a more sleeker, modern design. They had power buttons that could slide, reset button that could slide, and an actual eject button to eject games. Like, let me show you with, like, this game. Here is putting the NES games inside. Hold on, I gotta remove it. There we go. And then basically you would have to put in games like this. And that would be obviously a nightmare. And then just to remove them, you just have to pull the slot. Not showing it on camera because it took like 50 years to get out. 2,000 years. Wait, there we go. Now it's out. But with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, it was a bit of a different story. You can put your games in like a top loader, and you can press the eject button. It would eject your games to grab them out of the system, which I really like. And I'm glad that Nintendo did this because with their competitors like Sega Genesis, with their Sega Genesis console, I think it has the same like top loading system feature, just like the Super Nintendo. And yes, back in the day, Sega hated Nintendo, so yeah. But basically now they're both collabing with each other and don't hate each other, so yeah. Stepping it up with a console that my mother never even had when she was a kid. The Nintendo 64. The good old Nintendo 64 was a game that could play 64-bit 3D games, as well as 2D platformers. This game console was released back in 1996. It doesn't really make it that old. The game that was most popular on the system is basically Super Mario 64. You can tell this game is old because kids to adults, they don't even put that rating on games anymore. Now people are saying Mario 64 is turning into a horror game. I don't trust them, but I don't really like playing this game on the 64. It's just the low qualityness of it. Plus, you even have this expansion pack thing where you can put the expansion pack. We don't have one, but I'm assuming that's an expansion pack right there. The game also has some beautiful N64 branding on the front. Plus, you can even put 4 controllers inside of this. With the NES and the SNES, you couldn't do that. They only had a maximum amount of 2 controllers. Except with the NES, you could buy something and put 4 controllers, so you could play 4-player games. But I don't really have that, unfortunately. But that's a cool exception with the Super Nintendo 64. Moving it up to everyone's favorite Nintendo gaming system, the Nintendo Wii. Everybody I know owns one of these. And it's actually Nintendo's most successful console. Following with the Wii U, which was Nintendo's biggest failure. But I'd really like to get one because I just really want to play Yoshi's Woolly World, which is not available on the Switch. Maybe they should port that game over to the Switch because I just really like that game. I'm also a big fan of the soundtrack of the game. I don't know what it is. This game console can basically play Wii games and also GameCube games. Also play with GameCube controllers and also others. So this thing is just beautiful. Also came with accessories like the Wii steering wheel and the Wii's nunchuck. But here's the Wiimote, and I might make a whole entire video about all my controllers for these consoles I own. So maybe not today, or maybe I should just show them off in this video. You know what? I'm making a separate videos for this controller. So let's get that one out of here. But everyone I know owns one of these, and it's everyone's fave. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, you could put GameCube stuff in here. GameCube, GameCube memory cards. There we go. It's a long story. My grandma actually bought this. I didn't exist when this thing came out. My grandma bought this thing a long time ago, and I think it was released back in 2007, which makes this thing very, not that old, but kind of old. Yes, I completely forgot about the Sony's PlayStation. That's something I forgot. This is the original PlayStation, aka PlayStation 1. I would call it the PS1, but there's actually another console that's called the PS1. But I like to call this one the PS1 Fat, because the PS1, aka the PS-Own, was basically made as like a slimmer version of this. But anyways, this thing also has a feature that you guys might not be noticing. The Wii has DVDs, so why not this thing use DVDs? This game has a feature where it can play these games. Wait a second, that's a PlayStation 2 game. Alright, I don't own any PlayStation 1 games, so yeah. When you close it up and start up the console, it spins around. Spin, spin, spin. Which is kind of cool. But I'm getting it out of here because we are not using Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But either way, we have a better console. Add 2 to its name and then boom, we have the PlayStation 2. Everybody's favorite PlayStation. This console is bigger and basically is even better than this old piece of garbage or whatever you want to call it. This thing. They call this thing the best. No, not really the best, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Also has an eject button. This one doesn't work, but it has to be plugged in, and I do not like the loading screen on it. It is horrible and terrifying. It just feels like you're falling from a city, and then it goes ding, and then it just transitions to PlayStation 2, and I don't really like it. It's like a jump scare. But anyways, this one also has a cool feature. If you put it like this, you can actually turn the PlayStation logo. This is the PlayStation 2 fat, but let's make it slim. Here is the PlayStation 2 Slim. This thing is as flat as a pancake. And this one also still has that cool feature where the PlayStation logo turns around. But I don't really get how you're meant to use this sideways because it's just going to fall over. It was like basically me and Dad were going through something and then we randomly found this thing out of nowhere. This thing actually has a feature where we can put this right here and basically it pops out. So you don't have to have it plugged in. Same like the others, has just spins just like the PlayStation 1 and 2. But I'm putting this thing away. Then is the PlayStation 3. Unfortunately, this thing was sold on eBay. And somebody bought it. So that's sad. Crying. Now, onto the Xbox 360. Degree, booga, booga, booga. This is everyone's favorite Xbox. It could play Minecraft, but only 1.13, which is sad. This is really the first console I've ever played Minecraft on. I was just playing the OG Minecraft console edition. I mean, now I just play regular Minecraft Bedrock, and it's my favorite. I don't know if this one has the red ring of death at all. I don't know if it does, but that's something that happens if this thing overheats. Plus, we even have the black version. This one's plugged in too. Also, we have another black one and another white one. So let's just say my brothers were obsessed with this console when they were kids. Now the Xbox One. I thought you were trolled, but this is the only current glance I have in it. I also have an Xbox Series S, but my brother has it, and I don't want to go there. Uh-oh, I smell another Xbox 360 and another Xbox One. So we have five Xbox 360s and 3 Xbox One. Ah, there she is! The beautiful beast as she is! The Xbox Series S. Here's the Xbox Series S controller. Wait a second, I thought I was making a separate video. This is the newest Xbox. All my brothers have this exact same game console, except for me, I'm poor. Because they couldn't afford the X, so they just bought the S. Should I even count this one? The Retro Duo. A console that can play NES games and SNES games. Before you guys keep on complaining, if you guys are like National Bandy or Nintendo, you might be freaking out. Because I accidentally mistaken on one. This is an SNES one, and this is an NES one. So I accidentally got it wrong. So if any of you guys who are big Nintendo fanboys, please do not freak out. I'm just reminding you that I got them mixed up. This console came with controllers, but those just crumbled away. This thing does work. It does play NES and SNES games with no problemo. This console also has an area where you can switch it from 8-bit games to 16-bit games. But we do have the controllers for this. We just use Super Nintendo ones. But hey, before I even do my other videos, I have to dig out all my controllers, so wish me luck. But there's one console I forgot, and here it comes. Everybody's favorite console that everybody owns. It's everyone's favorite besides the Wii, maybe everybody's second favorite. It's big. It's mighty. It's great. It's a handheld. You can even play on your TV. And there's a white counterpart that got thrown away because it grenaded. Can you guess? It's the Switch. The Nintendo Switch, or the Nintendo Switch I used to call it. No! Yep, it is a Nintendo, not Nintendo. Because I used to watch Unspeakable and he said Nintendo instead of Nintendo, and I just don't like it. But anyways, these controllers I'm gonna feature in the other video, so don't just wait for that. The controllers are called Joy-Cons, but we are worried about the entire console, not these Joy-Cons. So please take it off with movie magic. There we go. Let me give you a quick walkthrough of the Switch. You can press A to continue, and they have the news. We also have 2024 Pokemon Day. Get to know Animal Crossing and also Princess Peach. But either way, I was playing Smash earlier, so let me show you. Yeah, I forgot. Ben just immediately wrecked me and just decided to discontinue the game. Now let me give you a quick walkthrough of my Switch. I have a whole bunch of accounts on here, like family, my main account. My brother Ben has an account. Why is this disconnecting? Why is this one acting crappy? Also we have Ben's page, my page, which I don't use, Caitlin's page, Brian's page, and Yoshi. Yep, Yoshi has a page. I don't know why it's a question mark block, but yeah, anyway. And also my mom has an account too. We got Minecraft, Monopoly, Lego Worlds, Nintendo Switch Sports, YouTube so I can watch my quality entertainment, Tracks the Train Set, Big Brain Academy, Super Mario Party, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Uno, Mario Maker 2, Conduct Together, Big Brain Academy, obviously, Game Boy Advanced, Mario Party Superstars, Minecraft. Who else loves Minecraft? N64 and Nintendo Entertainment System. Sega Genesis, Piku Niku, Party Arcade, Mario the Origami King, Snipper Quips. There is no game. The Game of Life 2, Smash Brothers, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch, Mario Odyssey, Train Ride Simulator, Uno, and Yoshi's Crafted World, a unfinished series on this channel which I never got to do it. So I might uninstall this game and reinstall it, which just hope it doesn't save my progress. The game console also has a Nintendo Switch Online, some news, the eShop, the album, the controller section where you have these options to connect them again, find them, like per se, find my Pro Controller. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to turn both these on and I'll show you the feature. So if you accidentally lose them, like accidentally put them there and you can't find them, you can do this. And then it'll vibrate and then you got to find it. I can also do it, and I used to use it as a horn for my trains. Let me show you. Here's the blue Joy-Con. It's vibrating. Also a lot more. Here is my album. Also, I couldn't do a video inside of Lego World, so here's this beautiful animation of me playing it. Here's me playing a DGR level. Made by, DGR's wife. Also, videos of the N64 Express. I just wanted to record these so I could just capture the train going by. But the results were unsuccessful because of the length. This one was actually successful. This one was actually a successful video, so I think it was successful. I tried to fast forward it, it didn't work. Yeah, this is a cool picture. But that could actually end this video because this video is getting way too long and I have to make the thumbnail of it. Because I need to upload this video tonight. Because it needs to be uploaded tonight. Because I need to upload it. Because making thumbnails are hard. You need to wake up. I think that's the Wego Ego theme song. Don't quote me on that. I think that's it. But that might... I end it. Stay tuned tomorrow for the controller video. Please, see you next time.